So, I'm sure you saw the title of this video and probably had one of three thoughts. What is hypothyroidism? Why should I care? And most importantly of all, why am I not subscribed to you? In all honesty, I don't blame you for not caring or not knowing. I sure didn't know what it was for the longest time. It's not one of those super talked about conditions like, I don't know, insert any random condition here. So I decided to talk about it today because I actually have a hypothyroidism. Now, before you freak out or start thinking I'm gonna die, don't panic. But in all seriousness, if severe enough, it can cause death, so yeah. And also, this is a hypothyroidism video only. So I'm sorry to all the hyperthyroidisms out there, but this video isn't for you. I'm sure you can find a hyperthyroid video or something online, so yeah. Alright, let's get hypo. So, to understand hypothyroidism, we also need to understand its origins. Hypothyroidism was originally discovered in the 19th century by two physicians named Thomas Curling and Sir William Gould. I'm not entirely sure why he has Sir in his name, but I'm sure I'll look it up while editing to just show you or something. In 1850, Thomas Curling first identified severe hypothyroidism in children. Admittedly, I couldn't find much about the guy, but I did discover that he became a successful surgeon who specialized in diseases of the testes and rectum. So yeah, he did a lot of butt stuff. While all that was going on, about 2 decades later in 1873, another British physician, Sir William Gould, described the adult form of the condition. This guy had a bit more aura than Thomas, becoming the personal doctor to Queen Victoria and the Prince of Wales. The Prince of Wales. I don't know why I said the Prince of Wales, but yeah. Meanwhile, Thomas was working on butts. Now, there's a little bit more history, but I'm just gonna speed it up. Ready? Go! A little later in 1878 was when physician William Ford coined the term mixed edema, meaning mucus and swelling, after observing the characteristic skin associated with underactive thyroid. 2 years later, Swiss surgeon Theodor Kocher and British surgeon Sir Victor Horsley independently discovered that complete removal of the thyroid gland caused the exact same symptoms as mixed edema, which proved that the disease was caused by a failing or missing thyroid. 10 years later, Dr. George Murray successfully treated the patient with mixed edema using infections of sheep thyroid gland extract. A couple years later, researchers discovered that taking oral thyroid extract was just as effective. And finally, we arrived to 1912, where Japanese physician Dr. Hokuro Hashimoto first described a specific type of autoimmune thyroiditis, now commonly known as Hashimoto's disease, which is the most common cause of hypothyroidism. Now, the reason I slowed down that last section was because you may have noticed the name I used, which is pretty beneficial to understanding hypothyroidism, and that is Hashimoto's disease. Hashimoto's disease is an autoimmune condition where the immune system attacks the thyroid gland. This damage typically leads to an underactive thyroid, aka hypothyroidism. Now, I know that there's probably some of you asking, what exactly is a thyroid? Well, the thyroid gland is a small butterfly-shaped endocrine gland that is located at the base of the neck that produces hormones that regulate metabolism, heart rate, body temperature, and energy levels. So, in simple terms, basically almost everything you do. Your energy and mood? Check. Weakness? Check. Depression? Check. Brain fog? Check. Unexplained weight gain? Check. Puffy face? Check. Thinning hair? Check. Increased sensitivity and inability to tolerate cold temperatures? Check. And also not to mention slowed heart rate, muscle pain, joint pain, and irregular or heavy menstrual periods. So yeah, not very fun. I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's disease about 4 years ago as I was just starting high school. And at first, nothing was different. At least that's what I thought. There were some symptoms that I had, like the weight gain and the weakness, but other than that, that's all that I thought it was. Then a little bit into freshman year, I had noticed some slight changes, like a bit of brain fog, but other than that, that's it. Then, as the next 4 years went on, the mood changes came, the heart rate changes, the weight gain, the weight loss, the weakness, the thinning hair. All throughout my high school life, I had noticed eventually all of the symptoms came around. Some have gone better because of the medication I take, but there are some that have stayed, like the brain fog, weight gain, mood changes, depression, and most importantly, what I think is the scariest symptom, and the one I've noticed really this year, is apathy. There are lots of times when I just don't care. I don't feel sad, I don't feel happy, or anything really. It's caused me a lot of confusion at times. To be honest with you, I didn't even care that much to graduate. And it honestly sucks to feel that way, but yeah. And that's not to say I still don't have feelings at all or don't show emotions. I do, and thankfully a lot more now. But there's still this part of me that just feels like nothing sometimes. And it's not a sad feeling or a happy feeling or even like a numbing feeling. It's just genuinely nothing. And it sucks because I know that there are times when I should care and there are things that go on in my life that I should care about, but I physically can't because my brain won't let me. And it's just It's just a weird feeling, really. It can also cause me to be harmful sometimes to others and myself. The bright side of it is, though, I do believe that I've gotten better with it, and I still definitely live with it, but it, it's rough. But thankfully, there aren't many times I've done something out of my apathy. But there's that small percentage that still sticks with you. And Hashimoto's is lifelong, so once you have it, you have it. This video wasn't meant to scare anyone, but to vaguely educate and spread awareness and just realize that it is a real condition and it can suck a lot at times. But I'm not a professional in any way, I'm barely a functioning adult, so I'm just here to give you my thoughts and my experience. If you have any of these symptoms on the screen and feel like you related to this video a lot, then maybe your body's trying to tell you something. But again, just because you have some of these doesn't mean you have it for sure. Just don't self, oh my god, I forgot the word. It's self-something. I'm gonna put it in the video, but self-something. But if you feel you need to, talk to a medical professional and get tested. And even though I did say there has been ups and downs throughout the years, I'm happy to say that even though I may not have cared about graduating, this was still easily the best last year of high school ever. And I still care, appreciate, and love every one of my friends who was there for it. So yeah, it's a happy ending, I promise. Wow. That was a pretty cool video, huh? Yeah, so I had recorded this about a month ago, but I had forgotten to edit it, and so it kind of just sat there for like weeks. But yeah, now I decided to edit it and was like, yeah, just upload it, I guess. Also, I really want to emphasize that I am not a doctor at all. I was literally just researching like the smallest amount that I could. It was kind of just to get you a little informed on what this is, because I don't even know the full extent of it myself, and also I was just really just sharing my experience with it so far. So yeah, but yeah, that's about it.